Joshua Autrey Serrano's Adventure in Southeastern USA. My best friends had moved from Los Angeles back to their home city in Tennessee about a year prior. A few months after their departure, I decided to start saving a little each month to visit them. 6 months later, in early 2024, I finally booked my flight. As usual, I took my lovely camerawoman. Together, we flew from Ontario, California to Bristol, Tennessee. Before this trip, I knew almost nothing of Tennessee or its cities other than it being the birthplace of country music. Bristol is a small city in Tennessee, famous for its motor speedway, its caverns, and for being the twin city of Bristol, Virginia, which shares a street that connects the two. Bristol, Tennessee is part of what's called the Tri-Cities, which is made up of Bristol, Johnson City, and Kingsport. In my opinion, this region is in one of the best locations because it's sandwiched between the Smoky Mountains, North Carolina, and Virginia. Naturally, one of the first things we did after landing was grab a bite. Ironically, sushi was the first thing we had, and then later, we tried an amazing black bean soup, which complemented the rainy weather very well. We took a picturesque walk, and our friends took us to historic sites where we learned about the Civil War and more. I'm not going to lie, we went a little crazy trying as many foods as we could. Some were really memorable, and some were just alright. I won't say which, but surprisingly most of the fast food options surpassed our expectations. I learned a lot from my friends in the Southeast. I learned about myself, this country, and the states themselves. I learned what a hollow was, or as they call it, a holler. All my life, growing up in California, there was a stigma attached to the Southeast and Midwest that never sat right with me. And being here in the flesh confirmed I was right. Everyone we came across was self-sufficient, educated, friendly, loving, and respectful. We were fortunate enough to be within driving distance to Virginia, so we crossed into Abingdon to try the tavern and then witnessed some wonderfully historic landmarks at night. During the day, we stopped at Dip Dog for lunch before traveling to a slightly more remote spot where wild ponies are known to show themselves. And show themselves they did. I found myself immersed in the beauty of an uphill hike and climbed as high as I was able to with my friends. Our friends thought we might enjoy Asheville, North Carolina, and right they were. We explored on foot for a while before arriving at a chocolate lounge. It was the kind of place that gives you that feeling of childlike wonder. Before that, we had also looked through a really neat soda and candy shop with one of the best selections of unique goods I'd seen up to that point. There was also a really hip and spiritual-looking tea shop we got to enjoy for a while. We had to take our shoes off for that one. That last thing I remember from that area was their great crystal and rock shop, and also a psychedelic pizza place our friends suggested trying. Everything was fun and tasteful, and I can't wait to return. My heart goes out to everyone in Asheville.